Welcome to episode 2 of the Brian May copy guitar. Now, this is not an official Brian May made under the Brian May brand. It's a copy of one of those and one of the originals. So I have taken the back cover off. I have straightened out the springs. I have done the intonation. As you can tell, it now sounds tunish. Neck pickup, bridge pickup, and I played with that one and the neck alone. These pickups are lovely. I actually love them. Love the tone, love the sound. It is miswired. They should be able to be independently used. See, they're all off now. And then that should be able to give me the bridge. Now I get a click, but it's not working. It's not working. As long as that one's on, the rest of them go. So, definitely wrong. I found a circuit which will probably help me rewire this from the Burns company and Cat. But the Burns one is less complicated by a little bit. Whew, you know, it feels good. The bridge is a little bit wonky there in the back. I think it might not have just been cut off properly. It's sitting a little bit off like that. I've been able to get the height. I still want to get that bridge off the body. I'll probably put some paint protector underneath there, which is a plastic stick-on, to stop that from banging. I tried the whammy bar, but I cannot keep it in tune with the whammy bar at all at this point. These are still the original factory strings. I had to wash my hands already once while I was trying to get it in tune. I have corrected the depth of the nut on the high E, and the D was also giving me a little bit of trouble. Definitely plastic. I'm not really happy with the plastic. I think it's only really there to hold the strings in alignment. And that's it. It doesn't really have a great deal of bearing on the tone because you've got a metal 0 fret. I would really like it to be white. I would really like it to be bone. Anyway, but we're going to see. And if I go with that, then I want to use these factory strings to adjust a new nut that would go there. The tuners are actually excellent. Because of the E string, it feels a little bit coarse on this one, and this one, the B, felt a little slackish, but it was just a button that was a tiny bit loose. But these are as good as you know, a set of Wilkinsons, which I've used in the past. So they're quite good. There was no big surprise in the truss rod cover hole. It's a 4mm. I'll probably clean it up a little bit and maybe put some fresh white paint in there. The tortoise that goes on there is pretty, but because of such a changing environment in my basement through the seasons, I usually leave those off. So I'm probably going to just add some white paint and clean that up a little bit so it looks more whitish. As far as everything else goes, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of things to do. There's, like I said, there's a few uneven frets. I have adjusted the truss rod a couple of times. I've adjusted the bridge up and down a couple of times. You can see on the bridge how the springs are really compressed. I had to bring these way back. And this one was all the way up there touching the pivot point initially. So they had to go back quite a ways. Right now they're there. The low E cannot go back any further without taking off some of the spring. Compression is at maximum on that one. So I'd have to cut a couple of links off that spring if I was going to go a little bit further. So I want to get under this hood as quickly as I can because I really want to get into the electrics of this thing. But yeah, so I've done that work. to just get it to the point where I could really show you, it and the sound of those pickups. Now, I suspect that they're going to sound even better with a nice set of D'Addario strings on this in the end. So I have to go and ponder about this nut and what I'm going to do about this bridge. I'm also thinking maybe I should upgrade that. Not that it'll make a lot of difference musically. So I have to look at some stuff, and we'll be back in a bit.